For the skills and approved UAS, we're going to combine them into one video. What we've done is we've created a skills library that the user can control, as well as a approved UAS list. The way the approved UAS list goes, and I'll use that first, is you got personnel down the left side and a list of all the drones models in the system across the top. If you see a dot when you're using this, that means that person is approved for that UAS. So when you go to plan a mission, that drone will be available. If the drone is not available, it's because there's no dot here. To add an approved UAS to someone, you can either go back to the skills library, oops, down here, the approved UAS library, click on the empty spot, and the person is now approved. To delete them from an approved UAS, click on the dot, click delete, click OK, and they are now removed from the approved UAS list. You can also manage it from within their profile under an approved UAS list, which is down at the bottom, and you can manage it over here on that section. And it brings you to the pilot summary, and in the pilot summary, you can see the approved UAS list that's available to them. The skills library is a way for you to track skills that you might want to assign to the pilot. Right now it is subjective, not objective. We will be building it out to be able to create a list of those flight times or flights to start to move some of the triggers on this. The way it works to add a skill is you obviously got the personnel and then the skills across the top. If I click on a skill that's empty, I can then assign that skill. I can give it an expiration date, give it a subjective rating of 1 to 5 or a Boolean/binary event, which means they have that skill or they don't. And if I close this, it's been added to the person right here. The circle around a skill means that it has an expiration date. The color of the circle tells you the status. If there is a number in the skill, it means you've given it a subjective rating of 1 to 5. You can also manage specific skills. So when you go to add a skill, you can give it a business use case, give it a name, assign a description for that skill, and create new skills in the system. The skills that we do have, though, that are set in these 4 operational categories. So if I take an operations type and want to add a new one, I can. It'll fall into that category. If I want to view the personnel skills, it'll bring me back to the master list. And then if I go to the individual in the list and scroll down, I can set a skill for this individual. And what I can then do is add a custom skill, or if I'm selecting a skill, let's say Drone Harmony Business Solution, it's a set business solution skill, and I can change the rating, etc. So you would set the skill at the individual level or up at the summary page. One thing to note in addition is the skills are what you would add when you planned a mission. So if you look at a planned mission, you can add, under personnel, you can add skills tags in here to be able to track the flight times based on that. So this is where you would use the skills in the system.